Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Command and I'm back with another video. Today, we got the NFL draft for my Madden online franchise. And I spent about 3 days into this draft. So, not every player is made, but almost all the good players are put into the game, as you see there. Today we're gonna go over the top or the first round, and then you can see in the background who went where. I have that in the background. All right, so everyone had a specific overall, so all that. That's why if you see their name and I don't know, they're not gonna have a crazy overall. Like some bad quarterback, it's like an 80 overall. It's really realistic. All right, so for the first pick of the NFL draft, the Jets select Jair Alexander, which was very Jets picky, if you guys know what I mean. They have the first pick. They go with a guy that was not even projected first, and Jair Alexander. He had an injury last year, but before that, he looked like a top 5 pick. After the injury, he did not. But maybe they saw something. The next pick was the Bears, and they drafted James Washington, which was a reach at where they were. But if you think about it, they went 3-12-1 last year. They needed a receiver to help out Mitchell Trubisky, the Rookie of the Year. James Washington will be a good fit, deep threat. So they won't be passing those little short routes anymore. The next pick was the Browns, and they selected Christian Wilkins. This guy was definitely first round potential. He's a beast of a lineman, and him and Myles Garrett are going to tear it up. The Bills with the 4th pick drafted Derwin James, the free safety out of Florida State, and I wouldn't even call him a free safety. He's so versatile. He could play pretty much anywhere on that defense. You could put him on the inside linebacker. He's like a more athletic Cam Chancellor, so imagine what the Bills are going to do with that. After that, the Browns had their other pick, and they selected Tavares McFadden, cornerback, Florida State. So that's 2 Florida State players to go right after each other. And Tavares McFadden's he's like Xavier Rhodes, but it's bad to compare them to since they're both Florida State players. That's just how I can compare them since I'm a Florida State fan. The Bucs with the 6th pick selected Mike McGlinchey, the offensive lineman, which they could help out Jameis a little bit. The Rams with the most controversial pick in the draft selected Sam Darnold, quarterback USC, the first quarterback to go off the board. Surprisingly, went to the Rams. They have Jared Goff, but they said, hey, let's just get another quarterback, why not? And so they did. Bengals with the next pick selected Darius Geis, which was the most crazy pick, but they always like to go with running back, so why not just give it to them? Colts got Calvin Ridley, another weird pick, but hey, if it helps Andrew Luck stay there, then might as well keep it. Giants got Ken Webster, the cornerback from Ole Miss. Guy is part of that Shark defense, so you already know he tears it up. Redskins got Maurice Hurst Jr., defensive lineman out of Michigan. That one was very weird too, since the Redskins selected Allen last year with their first round pick. The Panthers next selected Denzel Ward, the stud cornerback out of Ohio State, so that will definitely help the backfield. And here's my pick. The Cardinals selected Baker Mayfield. Yeah, I know. We got a quarterback. It was definitely a reach, but I had to grab one there. It was either him or Josh Rosen or Lamar Jackson. I did not like Lamar Jackson's scheme to fit in mine, so I just went with my boy Baker Mayfield. The next, Saints got Josh Rosen, which wasn't a surprise. Drew Brees left them to go to the Bills, and Tyrod Taylor got traded, so it was pretty crazy. By the way, he got traded to the Jags, if you wanted to know. The next pick, Bills selected Lamar Jackson, which is freaking crazy. They got 2 of the most athletic players in college football with Derwin James and Lamar Jackson. So this is going to be a crazy team of the Bills next year. The Bears had the next pick, and they select another receiver, Equanimus St. Brown. Tall guy. Don't know how he will play out in the NFL. Then the Ravens with the 18th pick select Cortland Sutton, who was projected a late, I don't know, second round pick. Lions select Quentin Nelson, offensive lineman. And the Raiders select Vita Vea, I don't know how to say his name, but the pretty much better version of Danny Shelton out of Washington. The Steelers with the next pick selected Billy Price, the outstanding offensive lineman. They put anywhere on the line kind of guy from Ohio State. Packers select Tyrone Crowder, the other defensive lineman from Clemson, trying to stack that defense up. Dolphins select Josh Sweat, the versatile defensive lineman who could play outside linebacker. He's a get to the quarterback kind of guy. Good pickup for them. Falcons select Mason Cole, the center, I think, from Michigan. Pretty good center. I'm guessing Alex Mack left them. Vikings selected Minka Fitzpatrick. He could have went higher, but his stock kind of, I don't know, lowered. But Vikings got a good guy there to help out with that stacked defense already. Patriots got Deion Kane. That I don't know why, but they just decided to go with the wide receiver. Tom Brady's still playing, so help him out on the offense, I guess. Titans got a pretty outstanding safety, or yeah, I would say you can put him at safety or cornerback or linebacker. Ronnie Harrison from Alabama, and that's exactly what they needed. They needed a guy like that. They needed someone that they can kind of put everywhere on the defense. Adoree Jackson did not show any improvement throughout last year, and they decided to go with this guy, and I think he's going to be pretty good. Now here's for the sleeper of the first round. Eagles select Saquon Barkley. Yes, you heard it. The guy slipped to the 28th pick. Darius Geis went above him. Is that crazy or what? So Eagles are keeping the hometown kid, and I mean, he's probably happy right now, even though he didn't get top 5 like he was projected, but who knows. Cowboys got Carlton Davis. He's a pretty good cornerback. They need that. Jaguars got Mike Gesicki. Don't know, I know a lot about him, but I don't know why they needed that. Seahawks got Kevin Tolliver, and then the Chargers selected Jarrett Stidham out of Auburn. Good quarterback, good backup for Phillip Rivers for the defending Chargers, or defending Super Bowl champions. That is the Chargers. Alright, so now we're going to look at my picks and why I picked them. So we already said my pick. The first pick was Baker Mayfield. And after Carson Palmer retired, I need a quarterback. So I did sign A.J. McCarron, if you did not watch the offseason video, and Matt Moore. But Matt Moore is just a backup, honestly. But Baker Mayfield will be that young star to develop behind. Or not even develop behind. He could be starting one day. But we'll just have to see how he develops. Then I selected in the second round. I'm so excited for this guy to play. Dante Pettis out of Washington. The punt returner, leader, touchdown, or whatever it is. But he's just a good receiver. I think he will be very helpful for us, especially in special teams. I mean, no offense to Patrick Peterson. He's getting a little older. I don't want him running the ball back all the time. I think Dante Pettis will be a good replacement. In the third round, I was pretty happy with Dante Pettis, but I needed that guy that I can just always trust with that deep ball. And I went with Auden Tate, who looks a lot like Calvin Johnson, just not highly, athletic like Calvin Johnson was. He didn't run I don't even know. Calvin ran a 4.3, right? Auden Tate, he's got the hands. Not a bad receiver. Good for the third round. And I'm a Florida State fan, so I kind of had to go with him. I mean, come on, who can blame me? So I went with 3 offensive guys. I was like, dude, it's time for me to go with some defense. I went Jarrett Johnson, the defensive lineman from Texas A&M. I went with him because I needed I needed D-line help and depth. So Jared Johnson was there, and I was like, hey, let's just take him. He can develop behind like outstanding stars like Julius Peppers that I signed. If you guys haven't watched my video of off season, you guys should go check that out. It's a pretty fun video. Yeah, but he was like the other guy on the when Myles Garrett played. He was that other guy that got all the sacks. Like Myles Garrett would be feasting, and he would be like eating all the crumbs up. You know what I mean? Next, I got Charlie Okorafor, the offensive lineman from Western Michigan. It was, I think, in the 5th or 6th round. Kind of just went with hey, call this guy. He looks pretty good. Yeah, he looks alright though. He might be starting. And then I went with Bailey. I think it was Dan Bailey or Drew Bailey, something like that. In the 7th round, don't even know his name, but he's alright. He's a good defensive lineman, and I selected him because I needed that depth. So yeah, that was the draft. I hope you guys like this, and get ready for the regular season. It won't be streams, but it will be like awesome, cool, commentative videos. I hope you guys like that. It's your boy, and I'm out. Peace. I won the game! The last second. Bro, I just won the game at the last second. I'm the greatest.